This is Global Ummah Unity, faith, history, and truth in one voice.
Allah challenges humanity to think, not blindly follow, not imitate without understanding, but think. Again and again, the Qur'an calls people to reflect, question, observe, and use their minds. Because in Islam, faith is not meant to be built on ignorance. It is meant to be built on truth. The Qur'an repeatedly asks humanity to look at the world around them. Do they not look at the camels, how they are created, and at the sky, how it is raised? Quran 88:17-18. This is powerful. The Quran does not ask people to close their eyes. It asks them to open them.
To examine creation itself, the sky, the earth, the balance of nature, the complexity of life, and then ask, could all of this truly exist without purpose? Allah says, were they created by nothing, or were they themselves the creators? Quran 52:35. This verse is one of the most direct intellectual challenges in the Quran, because logically, there are only two possibilities. Either everything came from nothing, or creation created itself, or there is a creator.
Excellent! You got the intonation exactly right. Next sentence. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor.
And the Quran pushes human beings to think honestly about these questions. Islam does not reject reason. It calls people to use it correctly. Throughout the Quran, Allah repeatedly says, will you not reason? Will you not reflect? Will you not understand? Because truth should withstand thought. The Quran also challenges those who deny God while benefiting from His creation. Allah says, do they not see the birds above them, spreading and folding their wings? None holds them up except the most merciful. Quran 67:19.
The message is clear. The signs are everywhere, not hidden, but many people pass through life without reflection. The Quran describes this condition. They have hearts with which they do not understand, eyes with which they do not see, and ears with which they do not hear. Meaning, the problem is not lack of intelligence. It is refusing to reflect sincerely. Sometimes people reject truth not because evidence is absent, but because accepting truth requires change, requires humility, requires accountability. And this is why the Quran constantly reminds humanity about the temporary nature of life. Allah says, did you think we created you without purpose? Islam teaches that life is not random. Every human being will eventually face death. Every soul will stand before its creator, and every action matters. Whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it, and whoever does an atom's weight of evil will see it. The Quran also challenges people to think about themselves, their own existence. Excellent! You got the intonation exactly right. Next sentence, me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Their own beginning. Let man observe from what he was created. Human beings begin weak, dependent, unable to control even their own heartbeat. Yet many become arrogant. The Quran asks, how can you disbelieve in Allah when you were lifeless and He gave you life? This is not just theology. It is a direct challenge to human arrogance. Because every human being depends on countless systems they did not create. The air they breathe, the laws of nature, the earth beneath them, even time itself. And still, many deny the one who made it possible. But Islam never forces belief. The Quran says, there is no compulsion in religion. Qur'an 2:256. Instead, it invites, it calls, it challenges humanity to think deeply and honestly. And perhaps one of the greatest challenges in the Qur'an is this: if you are in doubt about what we have revealed to our servant, then produce a chapter like it. Qur'an 2:23. For over 1,400 years, this challenge remains. A book recited, memorized, studied, and preserved across generations. A book that transformed nations and civilizations. A book that continues to make people question, reflect, and search. The Qur'an does not claim humans are perfect. It recognizes weakness, emotion, desire, pride. But it calls people beyond blind living, beyond distraction, beyond arrogance, toward truth, toward purpose, toward understanding the Creator. Because in the end, the greatest question is not whether humans can avoid thinking about Allah. The question is whether they can truly explain existence without Him. The Qur'an calls humanity to think because truth does not fear questions. Truth becomes stronger through reflection. And Islam teaches that every sign in existence, from the stars in the sky to the breath in your lungs, points back to one reality. There is a Creator, and one day every human being will return to Him. Their own beginning. Let man observe from what he was created. Qur'an 86:5. Human beings begin weak, dependent, unable to control even their own heartbeat. Yet many become arrogant. The Qur'an asks, how can you disbelieve in Allah when you were lifeless and He gave you life? Qur'an 2:28. This is not just theology. It is a direct challenge to human arrogance. Because every human being depends on countless systems they did not create. The air they breathe, the laws of nature, the earth beneath them, even time itself.
Thanks so much for watching this video on Global Ummah Unity. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep uncovering the untold stories of the Islamic world. Together, see you in the next one, inshallah.